First, everything on the block, basically,
why are you speaking like 6 words at a time?
yeah, that was so I enjoyed your reflection.
If people are upset that sex that's why sex exists.
Yeah. Yo, CZ needs to drop creative. If you have creative fees on the fucking launch pad, but I'm saying
Calling creative fees you can set your own token tax. You guys can set your own token tax. Like just
you can set that on the recording.
I assume so. If not, you can just launch it on your own.
Yeah, I don't know what 4 means next bit. Any creator that would want to create an asshole. I'm the only survivor from Kevin Stein. And if you want, you go to the end of the time. This could be election fee, fucking return fee, launch pre-sale.
I think it's really like ironically beautiful that live Twitch is the only pop fun creator that goes still standing. Obviously all of these task guys and stuff are doing cool, but you know, like no one's talking about the random people that like just came in from web 2. And this guy's name is live Twitch. Yeah, anyways.
Oh god. No, I've always said that though, like regardless of, I don't know, if you find his streams entertaining or whatever, or when he's making like his content, you can't knock his persistence, bro. I've been doing this literally since like day 1. I actually remember I think I'm at day 570-ish. Yeah, it's actually ridiculous. It's disgusting. Congrats, man. You're the creator name is live Twitch. No, he's not gonna get the vibe. Yeah, that's what I should. I'd like to clarify, just to clarify one more time, there's no other way to denote what the fuck I was doing as a point at the time. Yo, but here's the thing, like nobody cares. I know, that's what I'm saying though. Like hindsight 2020, obviously. Didn't you have a girlfriend on that thing? It's live rich. Just fucking live rich, baby. Yeah.
No, I would probably not do that because that's like choose rich dick.
So yeah, I just
Yeah, I did this huge Coca-Cola campaign. It was amazing. I still speak to the people on the team, but it was unbelievable. And I was on the front page of the Wall Street Journal, and my face was on Coke cans around Europe and stuff like that. Yeah, so I mean, I was on such a good trajectory, and then Cal, who wanted to get his stupid show launched in the US on Fox Network, thought, oh, here's a vulnerable person, because that's how people get found back in the day anyway. It was on YouTube. Oh, let's go and look at this girl. You know, it's like walking into the red light district in Amsterdam. It's bad.
Netflix just like I don't know, I don't really watch Netflix anymore, but didn't they recently put out a documentary supposedly about some YouTube superstars that were like into like child porn, like teenage porn or something like that?
I don't really know. I wouldn't watch.
Yeah, Netflix was making shows like transgender, like they would sneak scenes.
Yeah, but Netflix is taking over.
It's a documentary. It's a documentary about okay, so like this house, and like you're like a dancer, and I think it was in London, maybe. I'm not sure.
Nothing
knows.
I'm against
And like you're supposed to be like 18 and up to be in this house, like live in this house where like all these YouTube girls who like do dancing.
But it's nothing new. So they used to do this back in the day. Yeah, but they used to do it back in the day. And this happens a lot with boys, which is also incredibly frightening. It's not just girls, it's boys. Because I remember, I started in that industry when I was 16. And I don't know if you guys remember a band like The Wanted. Yeah. So Max used to be in a different band that was managed by I don't care what to say. They were managed by a guy called Ashley Table. Now Ashley Table oh my god, he's the CEO and owner basically of Global. Now Global runs Capital Radio. They do all of like the top radio stations here in the UK. And he was so weirdly weird is the best way I can explain it. But I've heard from some of the boys in his former bands about really not very nice things that happened. Anyway, his best friends with Simon Cowell. Ashley Table's dad owns the Sandy Lane Hotel in Barbados. And you look up the child sex trafficking laws in Barbados, there aren't any. It's just so bizarre, the whole thing. But yeah, it happens a lot to boys. And Ashley used to rent these houses in central London or flats, whatever, and put these young boys, aged 16, into these houses. Because I remember I dated one of them back in the day. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, and I would go up there and I'll be like, what the hell is this? No, they've got us on the strict timetable and schedule and this, that, and the other, but it was all just a front. And it's just awful. And then the abuse that these kids, not just boys, girls, like, it's just so gross what only happened. I mean, I was on the X Factor with One Direction. Cher Lloyd, Rebecca Ferguson, Matt Cardle, like that was our season.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was a family.
Yeah, so I was on that. But I didn't want to be on it, so it was just awful. It was awful. But I was taken to private doctors and given 2 different types of medication that I was forced to take in that private doctor because they didn't want me speaking up or speaking out. So,
is that from the show?
Yes. So then I ended up collapsing. They didn't give me any medical attention, nothing. They put other people on very questionable doses of questionable things. And they just wanted us all to shut the fuck up. Yeah, it's awful. We worked like 17-hour days. We were ferried around, and then I remember there was only a few of us, and I was one of them, but we were neuro-linguistically programmed into keeping our mouth shut and saying, we're just so grateful for the opportunity. So if you ever look back on any of those shows,
that's how they get you.
Yep. You always, but
yeah.
But we were like this.
I used to work in the music. I used to work in the music industry. I was critiquing part of it, and they're straight up pedos. Like,
Straight up.
and what they get away with is insane. Like what the guy I used to work for, who's a critic, got away with, and it's nothing new. Like they've been doing like pedophiles have been getting away with shit for a long, long time. And if you have the money and the power, you're gonna just get away with it.
Not
even
anymore.
if you're poor. Even if you're poor, though, even poor people are getting away with it now. Like
Well,
it's,
should I tell you
I
what
don't know, there's like a weird time frame where it was like, oh, I hate pedos, and like let's all like put them all in jail, and let's all sue them. Like you remember there was like it's like a short like between 2000 and 2017ish, pedos were like really hated, and now it's gone back to where they just get away with anything.
But Sheena, just quickly, this is why I set up my company OWL, OWHL, which stands for Overseeing Welfare, Human Rights and Liberty for All in the Creative Industries. But basically what this platform is set to do, and I'm busting my chops trying to get this launched, is that every member goes through a verification process. So you are who you say you are, but you have your own encrypted personal safety feature, which includes an alarm on your lock screen, so that, and it's all completely independent from any of these mother truckers, you know, and the big labels and production studios and stuff like this. It's not just for artists, it's for everyone. You could be a writer, a journalist, a lighting director, and then so that if you were put in a situation like I was, or God rest Liam, oh God, or like Liam or whatnot, you just hit the panic button on the lock screen of your phone, and then because it's I've partnered with this amazing tech company called Panic Guard, there is like an independent call station through Securitas, and they can GPS locate you and then contact the police because they have contracts with police worldwide, and you'll get law enforcement to your exact location. Yeah, I know, immediately. But also,
but what's the pushback on that?
Oh yeah, you're exactly. No, I know, right? And then also there is an anonymized reporting system where people can anonymously report on whatever project it is that they're doing against people. But also it's for these companies and managers and stuff, because what we do on the back end is we collect the anonymized reports. So there is never anybody's names attached or whatever, to say, right, there has been a peak on Wednesday at 8 p.m. in the John West studio, an increase of reports of wrongdoing. We then give that anonymized data to the company, to say, right, you now have to investigate this internally, so that they can be proactive rather than reactive, if that makes sense. And then nobody gets thrown under the bus or, you know, is potentially blacklisted. So it's a safe place for a collective data unit, but completely anonymized, but keeping the companies involved. And Sheena, amazing question, what's been the pushback? None of them are like, yeah, let's expose everyone. No, it's awful. I had meetings.
But the hashtag Me Too movement, this is what happened with me with my previous boyfriend / boss when I did work in the music industry and did critiquing and stuff like that. And he got hashtag Me Too. And then he was able to get a lawyer to go onto the website that hashtag Me Too'd him and say, hey, this is unlawful, and let me tell you why all the loopholes is what I'm worried about pedos being able to continue to get away with. And like, I'm about to move back to the same state as this guy. Like I'm leaving South California back to North Carolina, and he's been texting me. He's like, he knows I'm leaving. I don't know how he knows, but he knows I'm leaving. And I don't know. He got hashtag Me Too, and he admitted to me like he was fucking 14-year-old girls. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
Don't you see that's where?
Like, what do I do? Like, do I film him admitting?
No, because then he'll get a lawyer and say that it was unlawful for you to film without permission or his consent. And see, this is why I studied law, because I am Batman. You're absolutely right. Because I know these loopholes. Sorry, my kid calls me Batman anyway, but I know all of these loopholes of what they do to try and get out of it. Now, this is the thing, because it is 100% independent from any of these said companies, there is anonymized reporting, so anyone can report anything, but then it has to be investigated, right? And then who does the investigating? So I don't trust them to save my life anyway, but I'm in the process of recruiting special investigators, ex-police force, and so on and so forth, that have got
people that care.
Yes,
people that actually care about it. Yeah,
exactly, but that are not fed by the beast, if you know what I mean.
Exactly. You gotta find military vets. I bet you find amazing fucking diehard like teammate style people. Like
so that they will then conduct another external investigation. So when you say, "Oh, he got me too'd," well, hang on a minute. Well, just because
he got the whole thing taken down, the whole page that he got me too'd on was taken down by his lawyers. And, they were trying to expose him. And then not only did at the same time, not only did he end up not getting exposed, but all the people that got me too on that page also didn't get exposed. Like it all.
Well, the problem is that, and this, well, not problem. Let's focus on solutions. It's really, really important, no matter what country you're in, to know whether things are a criminal case or a civil case. And if somebody has been, and I'm sorry if trigger warning here, but abused, assaulted, attacked, stalked, threatened, harassed, anything, that all constitutes as criminal. So there's one thing saying a Me Too, but it's so important to report to the police, even though, because I've been through it in West Hollywood with the police force there that suck. And they're all bought off. I totally get it, but that's why there's different charities out there. No, honestly, I built this platform based off of my own experiences, but also listening to voices in the industry. That when a criminal offence has happened, it is for the investigators to do their job. And so it's important that we understand the law and legislation about that. But when it's a civil situation, so I'm sure his lawyer wasn't a criminal defence lawyer, it was a reputation management lawyer.
What?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, so you can have a lawyer that deals specifically with reputation management to say, well, actually,
so like PR.
Yeah, pretty much. But a lawyer, from a civil standpoint, to say, you can't post this because this is slanderous and defamation, because there's no evidence that backs this up. There's no criminal report. There's no nothing. It's not under investigation, so it's slander. And so that's why he was able to get it down. However, if there was a criminal report with a crime, even with a crime reference number, it would be very difficult for him to take it down.
It wasn't that hard.
Thank you. Going to Terminal 3.
Yes, please.
Unfortunately, we were together when all this happened.
We'll be there in less than 20 minutes.
I was like, at the same time, I was like, I got a new job.
Let me know if it gets cold or hot. I can change it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's the scary class.
Telling me, like, hey, calls me up. Hey, I have something to tell you. I just got hashtag to you, and I might lose my business, and then this is all gonna go under. And I'm like, oh my god, what happened? Like, I was scared to talk to him on the phone. I said, just text me, because like this is like you're freaking me out. Like, what the fuck just happened?
When you're on his it's going down,
Yeah, I was totally freaking out. My kids were itty bitty at the time too, and like he was around my kids and stuff.
The most important thing is that you keep you safe and yourself. And if
I left him. I was done with that guy.
If you feel any time, and there's don't ever feel silly contacting your local sheriff's office or wherever to say, hey, this is what's happened in the past. I'm nervous. He knows I'm moving.
Oh,
They do suck, but
they suck, but then you have any right
So
I got it.
Yeah.
I got 2 points. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. So, I just have to think, what if there was a fucking anybody that had the issue? They have an option. Whether like they decide to up to them, they can have it. Saying it's the first thing. Being able to like there'd be a lot of gymnastics in other bullshit just to make sure that it was invisible from any court system. But if it's that's the first thing. When you're talking about that, yeah, it's even more twisted when it's sexual organization. Specifically, I think it's fucked up. Personally, I am against any level of exploitation. I dealt with it myself. It was a different scenario. Like I basically had to live my life way past the line to get certain things done. Once I had the right. I had to do some nasty shit. Like I had it easy because I was doing this shit. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna die. It's crazy. That shit's terrible. This is like,
I'm so sure you
lights me up. Oh, shit, that.
no, I appreciate you sharing that. I was gonna ask the Great Gatsby, young man. I don't know if you have any.
Yes.
Do you have any song that maybe reflected? Amen.
To this topic.
Oh, you played one of mine. Spotify.
What gets me is that the law is very clear. Don't fuck with kids unless you're in Barbados, which now everyone in Barbados is the same.
Right.
But what gets me is like even then, how do they still get away with it? Like, but they
Right.
do.
Yeah. It's like white house people either. I don't know.
Fraud.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but how do we get away? How do we stop people from being fraudulent? And like I know robotics and AI now it's like a big thing, and like it's supposed to stop the like having like labor in some kids in some countries that rich people to get what they want or whatever. But it just seems like another solution to a problem. Like just I'm not just saying I swear to like yeah, that makes sense. So I would just think it's worth to get it as I can, and I crush it because I want it to be as safe and as possible. That's why I say time. But I'm not the oracle. I'm not. But what I can say is having experiences myself. I'm sure as hell make goddamn voice. Well, Katie, how do you know you're not going to have someone in your team that's not a pedophile? Like, how are you personally watching out for that? Okay, so far, it's only me on my team. I know. You know, it's just me. I mean, you're absolutely right. But I mean, look, they're all external. I think don't because I don't trust anyone. I don't trust anyone. Nobody will have a key. Actually, you know what? I'll give my son a key. God, give me something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they can be external parties.
have work on X, Y, and Z, but I will have the key. No one else has the key. Does that sound crazy? I just don't
No, you're trying to put a dent in bullshit that's written on.
There is no way.
That's admirable.
I'll have no name. I'll have no here. No. No. Well, how about that? Any of these things that will be used in these advertising masses. No. No. No one will have the key. Other than me and my son. He doesn't even have the key. I put the key and then destroyed it. No, so I think
You sounded like a doll. I was like, who's that?
I don't know how Harry got that. Oh goodness, he's adorable. But yeah, I mean,
I have 2 boys. They're awesome. Oh yeah, I love it.
Thank you for awesome. Yeah, great. Yeah.
I was you were just no good for me. I should have listened to another. Why she told me. No, you. She said, I've had
Here we are. Thank you so much. Thank you.
When it gets to business, this is an app. Should understand that. The performance on it. What about people that talk like Randy Moss? So what I'm saying in my community, for whatever it's worth, and this goes to all sides. But to me, today I'm only focusing on you, and y'all just getting butthurt. Black people in politics cannot be who the fuck they are when they are just around us. For whatever reason, we've come up, and I think that's a waste of energy at this point. Thinking we have to want your politician to be. I want you to shut the fuck up and let me finish. I want you to shut the fuck up and let me finish talking. And you can go right. That's what he wants. He wants a Marshawn Lynch in fucking Congress. That's no. What I'm saying is, you could take your country broke ass up there and keep your no. He can take his country grown ass up there and speak and talk just like that, and they'll call him a good old country boy. But for whatever reason, a nigga like followers country bunking ass down there who split verbs thinks he's gotta acquiesce to the dominant society. And y'all niggas think it's okay, and that's the representation we get on the fucking right. And he'll take his country ass in the room with like follow up with Ludwig, and he think they cooking. And people like Ludwig, unfortunately, have that same mindset in politics. That group just proved it. And you niggas think you winning, and you get your ass whooped, and you're embarrassing us. You get y'all broke asses on TV, the Larry Elders and the bitch ass fat nigga who get embarrassed all the time on sports. Jason Witt. Infinite amounts of money stored in your head, like keys, versus like imagine doing that with gold, or even like their ETFs or whatever stocks they have. And gold's like the underlying, like good luck trying to find out if it's actually like sold. You need the physical gold, and that physical gold is like such a burden. It's like thousands of pounds of metal in a brain wallet. It's just not how it works. So it's a lot less employment. And the quality of life of trying to actually use observes in any day-to-day operations is like non-existent as of right now. I mean, you used to be able to go ahead trade. Just being able to and basically just give them fiat, but such is not the case anymore. So it's extremely annoying. It's not the most liquid of assets in terms of how fast you can get fiat on hand, and then on rate in other places. But obviously, just temporarily listed it as extreme technology and cell phones and not a machine. So the demand is going to go this sort of countries that have stockpiles. The scarcity is always going to be right. The scarcity, or the sense of scarcity, and the sense of is always going to be there in some capacity. But in terms of better alternatives to preserve and to hedge wealth against inflation, there's probably second to none. I think that's pretty good. Like it's like a hot take. Don't take.
Shout out Elon. Just wanted to him. I bought gold because when it was all about the Fort Knox not having gold, that's when I've like bought gold, and then people are like, "Why are you buying gold?" But yeah, thank you, Elon. We still don't know if Fort Knox has the gold, if that was ever discovered.
To a position where they could actually do harm to our people. Listen, if I was in that chat and I saw that, I'd just leave the chat. I wouldn't take pictures to hit nobody with a gotcha moment and that kind of stuff. That's on them. So I don't play them type of games. But you don't play politics. I know. You don't know how to destroy your rival. I'm not into that. That's not politics. That's petty. That's petty games. That's Donald Trump. You got 37 felonies. That's not. You don't know politics. Man, shut up. That's not helping communities when you're playing these little petulant games. Oh, I screenshot something you said in the group chat. That's not helping people. That's not helping people that are politics. That's people that that's not politics. That's some petty high school stuff. Like I'm above that. That's my Trump's right.
Please arrive at the pickup
I'll just leave the chat. Like I don't get moved by, oh my God, somebody said something offensive. I don't get moved by that. If that's the case, you'll be offended every day of your life because somebody's going to say something that can be deemed offensive. Y'all got to stop being so fickle. Let me say this. It's not. I don't think it's being emotional. If you're part of a party, right, and you know that some of these cats are doing what they're doing and talking the way they're talking, and millions of people that are part of the party. What about all these liberal comedians wearing black? Come on, you guys. Let somebody be That's right. God damn. And wearing blackface. You say that, right? You mentioned it to somebody. And I think I'm a bit surprised if we don't see 142 or 169 as meme numbers where it pops out for multiple anyway, and more now.
Someone said to me yesterday that the Fed announced the end of quantitative tightening yesterday. Any idea what that means? They were saying it in the context of it being really good news.
Yeah, I think everyone knows that they're going to need to start printing like tons of money. And kind of are to some extent.
And that's kind of what we've been hoping for, to try them to start putting money printers on, so feed through to crypto and stuff like that. It's because they'll put it onto social sites and stuff like that, and then they'll buy lots of everyone's bags again.
About to arrive at the destination, please choose a safe place to park. Received Charmaine passengers. Now go to International Terminal
Morning.
1, deliver passenger. Make sure to buckle up.
How are you?
Good, good. Hey.
International Terminal 1? Um, domestic first and then international.
And I've had it. It's just one going domestic first.
Get in there.
I just
Straight. Thank you. Usually it's on the way. It's pretty close. Let me know if it gets cold or hot. I can change it. We'll be there in less than 20 minutes. Here we are. This is the back.
Yes, can I
Show you.
Received Charmaine passengers. Now go to International Terminal 1 to deliver passenger. Make sure to bump park.
Here we are. Have a great day.
You too. You have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Wow, Fame.
Crazy redundancy that people need to build up to and be like, oh, it is actually working and we can have confidence in it. And I've done some crazy shit in the Cybertruck, jumped at donuts, pretty much anything you can think of. I put it way past the limits. And one thing that always works so well is steer-by-wire. I've yet to break it or feel like I don't have confidence in the car. So I can tell you that if it was in the Roadster or any other future vehicle, I'd be like, yep, I'm in. Let's do it. And there's actually a lot of great things to this as well. So the rack opinion is also.
But there isn't a part of you at all that kind of misses traditional steering or kind of feels nostalgic for it or something?
No, it's not like a combustion versus electric type of feel. You know, it's more of I've gotten my friends in the vehicle, not even told them about steer-by-wire. These are off-road guys, professionals that have been in off-road vehicles most of their life, grew up around. Didn't even tell them a single thing. They don't even know about Cybertrucks. They just know that they look funky to them. But they get into it, and then after said, "Did you know that was steer-by-wire?" You're like, "What? That's insane!" It blew them away, and they didn't even know that it was steer-by-wire. That's when
the force feedback it gives is so realistic.
That's when you know a product is good and so seamless. An updated product is like when somebody doesn't even realize that it is what it is and what it's doing.
Yeah, so true. I feel the same way. I love steer-by-wire.
We drove a lineup through from San Mateo to Half Moon Bay. We had Josh in his Model S Plaid, and I had the Cyber Beast, and then we had Robert Scoble in his Unplugged Performance modified Tesla Model 3, and then we had Ryan Brasilia Rye in his Model 3, and we were treating that stretch of road that was so curvy, so tight, so much fun, and we just have to report that we were really driving in on the roads of Mexico, because to say what we did on those California roads with at some point in the timeline, they came out with the Cybertruck concept, and then it had a very similar yoke in it to the Model S. And so, but then when we got to production, they put the two together, the drive-by-wire and the yoke, and that seems to be the sweet spot. I guess some people don't quite like the yoke with traditional steering on the track. Is that worth commenting on?
Well, so first I want to talk about the yoke for the Model S. I'm not a fan. sorry to the engineers or designers, but I think that it would have been much better if they introduced that with steer by wire or a different ratio in the rack. And that's kind of, I feel like what happened is they got the feedback eventually. A scenario where there's snap oversteer or whatever, you don't have the prop rack ratio. It's hard to grab that wheel and direct the car the way that you actually want to go. There's already so many things that you have to react to get the car straight again, but add the yoke in it with not adequate ratio steering, you're going to have a problem there. So now the update for the Cybertruck, and how you only need 180 degrees, a little bit past that, to get a full turn, and it also turns on a dime, is amazing. The car control that you have now with something like that is incredible, and you can be a slow driver, but you can still react pretty fast. And that's what really the Model S should have had to begin with if they were going to introduce a yoke.
Omar, what do you think it'll take to get there for Model S? Because I think a lot of people like to say before we get steer by wire, you probably need 48 volts. Does that ring true? And does that mean we probably won't see that in anything short of a clean sheet of paper, brand new ground up vehicle?
So when they introduced the Cybertruck, they did say that having the low voltage system at 48 volt helped make steer by wire work. So I think that probably will be a requirement. And the tough part about that is, you replace the low voltage system in the car from 12 volt to 48 volt, and you've got all these parts that are designed to be 12 volt that now need to, support 48 volt. So maybe you could do something where there's like a hybrid system and, it sort of supported both, but I think it really is going to involve a pretty major change where hundreds or thousands of parts on the car are all sort of, updated. And then you're going to have to ramp up the supply chain associated with that. So I know a lot of people have been asking for steer by wire, and it hasn't come to the S and X yet, level of the 3 and Y. I think Cybercab does have steer by wire because it's 48 volt and clean sheet. But I do think eventually they want to move all the vehicles to 48 volt regardless. So it'll happen in time. But it's not necessarily a simple change because of that low voltage architecture that needs to be upgraded along with it.
Well, I think they already have something proven from the Cybertruck, and potentially the parts can be shared too. So it's not like they have to rewrite that, even the code and the hardware. They could potentially just move it over to what they've already done in the Cybertruck. So that's exciting to think about in terms of, and Tesla's very smart with this too. Using the same components in other vehicles, especially software, right? So, yeah.
Greg, would you speak to some of your history for us? And I think you mentioned earlier, maybe like 2018 Model 3 Performance. That was my first Tesla, so that really tugs at my heartstrings. And a lot of us on stage here have had those early legacy performance cars that just really locked us into this brand for life with the way those cars perform, because other people came from, high performance Nissan cars and BMW, 3 Series cars and things like that. And the Tesla just seemed to put it all together. What other Teslas have you raced? And could you speak to some of those Cybertruck experiences on track where you screwed around with the suspension and things like that?
Yeah. I think the main reason why I got into EVs, one, I just believed in this mission of EVs because when I was a little kid, I was always messing around with RCs. It was my passion. I loved it. I was like, oh, that'd be so sweet if, this would be a vehicle that I could actually drive into. So fast forward to now, when I had the chance to potentially, show my skill set driving, I was a little bit older, and I was like, well, the only way that I'm going to get sponsors is to do something unique, and EVs fall in line with my passion, my mission. So I just looked at the market. I was like, what is the best EV to do this in right now? And that was the 2018 Model 3 Performance. So my whole idea was actually to rally the thing. I went to a school called Team O'Neill Rally School, and nobody liked EVs at that time for rally at all. You couldn't even get through a stage to do it, but I was prepared to accept that I'm going to give it my hardest go. But at the time I couldn't get in a stage. No one really was supporting it. So I went to the next best thing, and I hit up Unplugged, Big Ben, and said, hey, this is what I want to do. Let's work together. Let's see if I can validate my skill sets. Got in the Model 3. We slowly started upgrading it. From there, started gaining a reputation and driving an EV. All these race organizations hated me because I was an iPad on wheels, and they're all gearheads. And I was there to tell them different and show them through my results. And that's where that Model 3 came, and I still have it. Still hold some records. And now my wife and kids enjoy it as a daily. It has unlimited supercharging. That's one of the reasons why I kept it. And it's kind of like just a little history piece. Reminds me of where I started out with and now where we're at. So it's really cool. Ever since that model, Model 3 is really, the Model 3 is really the inspiration to what I do now too. And the fact that I keep buying more Teslas is because of that first experience.
And you've raised the famous
What is that?
helmet. Tell us about that.
No way,
Quite a bit different machine than our Model 3 Performance.
Yeah, why you didn't leave early? Gija. Gija.
It's got great perks.
Did you put water?
Also has issues too.
You have to. Drive safe.
Squeeze every little bit of performance out of it, while at the same time trying to keep electronics, software fully intact and capable of even being autonomous. That thing's something else. I think really, without going too deep into it, I think we should have another conversation. Again, I don't want to hijack this.
Hey, Craig, that'd be cool. You and Landon, especially Landon, have a lot to pick your brain on. But I have to shut it down now. But thank you for coming in and sharing and answering some questions.
Absolutely, guys.
Giving us your perspective on it.
We'll leave
But
those
also, if you
cliffhangers
guys,
for the next space.
yeah, if you guys, I'm doing this cross country trip currently in Pennsylvania, from San Diego to New York. If you guys have heard of Electrify Expo, that's where I'm going. I'm going to be doing some demos out there, driving a little buggy around. It's going to be wild. I'm going to be drifting. I'm going to hitting jumps. This is the start of what's called Amp Assault, my tour. I'll be at FEMA, I'll be in Dallas, Chicago, all over the place. So this is just the start, but come say hi. Don't be shy. I like conversations.
Thanks, Ben. Thanks everyone else for joining us. Yeah, well, people, and we'll have. Looks like the shutdown's going to be going a while, so we'll have more spaces. So I'm going to start begging for money to pay my bills since I don't get any money during the shutdown. Just kidding. It's all good. We're just having fun, and yeah. So
that means you can go subscribe to Lincoln. I appreciate that, and go to Craig's page and check out. I mean, I'll shill him because just because it's cool. I don't get any money from it, but.
Well, stay strong, guys. You know, and every time you fail, it's an opportunity. Well, first you have to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin until we get to 420.69K. Right? And just know that failure is an opportunity to do better next time. Right?
Think about the square shop. If you're gooning, you spend $100 on Bitcoin.
Yeah,
easy. Anyone else want any closing remarks before I shut this bitch down?
Yeah.
Thanks, Lukey.
Go to order.
Thanks. Never heard of it. I was gonna say, make sure to bully a dog monkey today. Stop being nice to everybody, guys. There's just too much positivity in the space. You need to bully everybody until they hit full rock bottom, and then maybe then prices will go up.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Sounds really good. So thanks for coming to this emergency space. I'm sure you've had lots of useful information about how to avoid any other kind of disasters coming forward. I know I've had a lot of fun. I'm going to leave you with the what we're calling Operation No Goon, I suppose, something like that. No Goon November. I'll leave you with the spoken word outro to this. And enjoy the rest of the week. Sunday is the day, isn't it? The day of the Lord. And
wait, I have to fucking share my space.
Oh, yes.
I have a space tomorrow at 3 p.m. See you. See you later.
I'm not supposed to.
Just say bye, Felicia, at the end.
No, I'll just lovely paragraph.
All right, I'm taking over the scenario. Okay, so now her friend texts you like 3 days later, and she's like, "Okay, what did you do?" She's a mess. She's been crying literally 24/7. She doesn't listen to any of us. She's gonna die. She's not eating anything. Blah 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 blah. She doesn't even eat salty food anymore. Yeah, we don't know what to do with her. What are you gonna do?
Blame it on her friend for not being a good friend and let her get to this point. Pass the blame.
No, that's what you would do.
I'm gonna do what Jay suggested. Jay actually, Jay, I'm gonna do a wellness check on her. Call wellness check. Gonna make sure that she's okay. After the wellness check, I'm welcome.
No, I really like.
You guys were dating for a while, so now
they don't value women. They don't value women on you. Men do not value women. They just pass the blame. That's it. That's
well,
it.
you didn't explain he's the love of her life. That's always the scenario that you get
because only he meets the love of his life. Guys, like that's only him meets it and stuck with it. For anybody else, I'm kind enough. So it's just just a girlfriend in your story who's gonna traumatize you, and
It's the love of my life. It's only a month. If it's only a month in, that's only 4 times. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. There'll be others. There's other fish in the sea. I'm not for her. She's not for me.
Hey, but it's only once a week, bro. That means she's still good 90%, over 90% of the time. It's like you're still getting an A on her.
Oh, that's true.
And that's more.
They see each other.
They see. Let's say that Clark is a little bit obsessed with this woman, so he basically like changes his plans to see her like almost every day. So he sees her like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times a week.
So why does she do this every Tuesday and not some other day too?
Because maybe there is some trauma attached to this. Maybe she sees that Clark is co-hosting a space every Tuesday, and it's a space about relationship, and it's a space with Elizabeth and Oni, and she just doesn't feel safe enough, and so she's just a little bit salty because of that.
Clark, did you forget to bring your taco? Did you forget to bring your tacos? It's Taco Tuesday. Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe I did forget some little Taco Tuesday.
Okay. So now her friends are texting you. So like you guys have, like mutual friends, and you're not gonna like block every single one of your friends, right? But they're friends with her, and now your friends are texting you. Like, okay, so this is what we just found out. Every Tuesday, she's like traumatized. She's traumatized, and her trauma is triggered every Tuesday. So the fact that you broke up with her over her Tuesday trauma is not really right. And how are you gonna feel? And how are you gonna deal with it?
Thanks, Anya, for this added intelligence.
You're welcome.
So, you know what? I'm gonna change my answer. I'm gonna make up with her. I'm gonna send a sorry babe type message, another paragraph, and I'm gonna ask her if she wants to reconcile and we can work on it together, and grow together past this trauma.
While you're eating tacos.
With
Are you gonna stop coming to the space because she's gonna be like, well, one condition, when you get back together, if you don't do anything on Tuesdays, you're gonna have to spend the entire 24 hours with me. And we're gonna make tacos, we're gonna make pasta, you can put all the salt you want in it, but you can't do anything on your own.
I'll ask her why I can't do a space. Like I can with her do a space. And then, but if it has to do with her trauma, I don't know. It had to a good reason. If she doesn't have a reason, she's just like jealous or she's like insecure. I'm gonna do the space and be like, okay, well, they're my friends. I'm gonna talk to them. Sorry, bye. And that would be my get away from. Like, oh, I tried to fix everything for her, but she's like crazy. She wants to control who I talk to, my friends, and so that's my way out. But if she's cool with the space, chilling together.
She's definitely not going to be cool with the space. I can tell you that right now.
Sorry, ma'am.
So what if she wants to come on the space?
Yeah, she can come on the space.
Oh, that would be awesome. I would love for her to come on the space. Yeah.
Great.
Okay, Elizabeth trained me well. I think I'll hand it back over to Elizabeth.
Oh my God, that felt good. I was going through the scenarios. So what can I say? I hope everyone is gonna stay single and unhappy in the space, unless there's people who are already in the relationship, because then they're still coming to a space, so all is good. But everyone who is single should stay single, because I cannot lose any speakers. Oh, and Barbara agreed. She was like, fuck you all, guys.
Yeah, she's like, I'm out of here. I'm not leaving my marriage.
And Greg is out of here, so. And it's just like 2 people who are married, actually, I think. So, yeah, I think.
Okay, so now that they're gone, can I have my number 27?
They're really gone, too. Like, they left the space totally. That is hilarious. I'm about to leave the space.
That's depressing. No, Crystal, you cannot. We have a scenario. What do you mean? Jade.
You know I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, but I have to say it because, what is...
Can I have number 7?
Is it? Was it? Did you want to say something, or was it the number 7 that you wanted?
No, I just want number 7.
Well, Anya is gonna absolutely ruin your life right now because you literally stepped into the queue. She was leading the queue. So do you still want number 7 or do you want to leave?
No, I want number 7.
So Anya, do you want to participate in the mutual scenario with Jay?
Of course he does.
No, I don't.
You have to share. It's Bianca browser.
It's scary.
How about, I don't care about you. How about Elizabeth? You give Jay a scenario, but I get to torture, so I get to like when I do the part, and like I'll come up with like torturous continuation of your scenario for Jay.
Okay. So Jay, which girl do you want? A golden retriever or a pit bull?
Ooh. Can we not compare girls to dogs though? It's okay for guys, but not for women.
No, unfortunately it is. Have you seen these women? Alpha women, like look at Oni, look at Krista, like what do you think they're not pit bulls? I'm not gonna be the only pit bull, so we are still dogs.
I don't know. I kind of want to hybrid. It depends on the time of the day. Like, there's a time for you to be a pit bull. There's a time for you to be a golden retriever.
Okay, I want a lot of things in life too. Like I want to eat and never be fat, for example. But you know, some.
I vote for that. I vote for that. That's a good
I
scenario.
would pay so much money for that if I could eat whatever I want and never gain a pound.
Yeah.
I just had a ramen, the most delicious ramen.
Anya, shut up. Shut up. Don't say this at 5 p.m. in
I'm not gonna be afraid of food, okay? I'm trying to not gain weight, but like it doesn't mean I'm gonna stop eating food. Like
But you know that ramen is called ass noodles. You go straight to your ass.
Why do you love talking about butts so much?
I'm just saying they
What are we talking about? This crazy, exactly like crazy delicious ramen, and then it's not just like
ramen noodles. They're the worst. That's what they call. They're called ass noodles.
then just say that.
No, you're probably talking about
can I just throw my number?
noodles, not
Yeah.
actually eating real ramen.
Oh, I thought you meant the ones you put hot water in. Yeah.
I do appreciate talking about ass and butts while I'm eating a chocolate chip cookie.
Can I get Jane number 7?
Okay. Yeah. So, Jay, you have a girlfriend, you know? She's amazing. But you know, sometimes she keeps an eye contact with you a little bit too long. And it's not a sexy one, you know? Like sometimes when you talk to another woman, she's like looking at you non-stop. She doesn't blink. She doesn't turn around. She's like ready to do something. If you step one step wrong and she's doing something. And you know, you're like okay with that because you just like don't understand. Maybe it's just all in your head, you know, she's like very hot and very lovely. And you know, she doesn't look like she's gonna, I don't know, cut your throat or something. But then you notice this one thing that she always does. She always sends you a good morning text at like 7 a.m. because you told her that you wake up at 7 a.m. But if you don't answer this text by 7:03, she's gonna call you, and she's gonna call you as many times as needed for you to answer it. And you know, it's just been like a few months as she's doing it. So let's, you know, first ask you, what are you gonna do now?
I kind of like that though. Just like if I worked early or something and I like had to be up by 7, and I thought they were like, oh, I'm not working tomorrow, I'm sleeping in or something. And just don't know the day that I specifically tell them, fuck, I'm here. Then I'm gonna sleep in and then I'll get annoyed. Like, what's up? What do you want? Kind of thing. But like if she's doing it because I gotta go to work and stuff, like I'll appreciate that. Like, oh, thanks, babe. Like I totally snooze my alarm.
I love how tolerant these men are of women behavior. Maybe it's because I'm a woman. I want these men to break up with every single woman. And they're like, oh yeah, I mean, it's totally, because don't forget the eye contact part. Like, Remember, this woman is staring at you without blinking. Okay, and
I love that. I want my
see,
mom to be
look,
super big.
and now she calling you starting at 7:03, back to back to back to back, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's good. It's like a nice alarm clock."
You do realize when a woman doesn't blink, she's MPD.
Oh, not necessarily. I think that's sort of dangerous to spread, actually.
Yeah. Right.
Wait, what does that mean though? What is MPD?
Narcissistic.
Am I dumb for not knowing that?
Narcissistic personality disorder. It's like autistic.
No, not
as well, right? Like there's a lot of people that get
nothing
like
to do.
general affect. It's not a big blinker.
Okay, but
People
let's
so
assume she's
wrong a lot.
blinking. She's not blinking because she's crazy, not because of those other things.
That is crazy. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, that is.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but when NPD does it, it's intense for real, right? Like, so yeah, it is different when it's NPD.
But I don't know why you guys are so afraid of your partner being crazy over you, and I just want you to look at them all the time.
No, not crazy over you, Jay. Crazy in general. She was crazy before you came into the picture.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
She's like, oh, she's crazy for me. No, she's crazy in general.
Oh, damn. Elizabeth, do you have a second part for you?
I can't stop laughing. It was like hilarious. Jay, so, she loves.
Please arrive at the pickup
And
point
she
at
loves all her
7:56
knives. You know, every knife that she has in her like cupboard, she's always making it as sharp as possible. You know, every time you stay over, she wakes up at like, I don't know, whatever time you wake up, like at 8 a.m., you go to kitchen, you see that she's making coffee, and she's, you know,
Run. Crazy woman and I run, Jay. Run right now. Get a head start. Run.
and she's making the knife sharper, just a little bit sharper every time, and keeping an eye contact with you.
Alright, now it's starting to get scary, right? Like, what are you doing sharpening your knife at 7 a.m.? I like, I like a woman that can dig through their knives and whatever, don't need anybody. But like, at 7 a.m. while you're making coffee, what the fuck is in your mind? Right? So it's like, whether it's a woman or a man, like, you need some help.
Yeah, don't put her on the counter, man. Definitely not.
Oh, hell no.
No. So, okay, that's what she does. She looks very hot, but you know, just a little bit suspicious. And you know,
Was she aggressive at all?
no, she's not aggressive. She's actually very peaceful. She's like a golden retriever, just like you know. Yeah.
She's a psychopath. There's people who do violent things in a peaceful manner. Yeah, like they're serial killers. Yeah, I never know about this.
Just an inner people. So look, when she's doing that all the time, like when she's sharpening the knives, you come to Crystal and you're like, this is what's happening, my sister, please help me. She's telling you that, you know, she's cuckoo. And you just come to her, like to your girlfriend, and you're like, you know, I really love you. I just see that you're doing this. Like, is it your hobby? Are you crafting knives? Like, you know, you are looking also very intensely. And she's like, yeah, so look, I'm a little bit jealous as a woman. And I try to hide it. But, you know, every time you don't reply to me the same second, you are just like not available for some time. I just feel like I want to kill you, but like not in a real way, but just, you know, just like to cut your little throat just a little bit quickly. So, yeah, that's what she tells you, Jay. So, how are you gonna react to that?
First of all, I'll try to talk to her. Because you can't run right away. They're too close to doing kill you right away. You gotta piece it up. I mean, there's nothing for you to be jealous about. Like, I understand you can be a little possessive, but like, I'm moving in yours. So it's like jealousy for something that's not yours. My attention is what you need 24/7. Like, I can't do that because that's just not how life works. And also, I have a question. Like, there's certain things that might go through a person's brain that are not supposed to be said out loud.
About to arrive at the destination, please choose a safe place to park.
see how real she imagines it, and she feels it in her hands, and she feels it blood dripping through her hands and everything. She just get a gauge of how fast it's gonna start running. Yeah. Then to the lower, iPhones have this feature where you click the power button 3 times and it calls 911, I think it is. You click it a whole bunch of times and it starts calling everybody. But
Yeah, I've done that before, accidentally, because like sometimes like the phone like just turns off, and I'm like, can you turn this phone on? And it's like emergency. It's like and then it calls them, and then yeah, that's not good.
yeah, so I would immediately start finding out on my phone screen, on my phone size. Just just in case I get stabbed or kill or cut in pieces, because it's like her describing this is maybe
Please arrive at the pickup point before 8:01 a.m.
try to walk her through, getting off that dark horses on, and after that, like
space today,
I would start breaking up with her, because just like James' connection is breaking up, I would start breaking up with her slowly, because no, I don't want to be killed. I appreciate my life, and she can go be crazy over. Who was that guy from you? What's his name? Yeah, that guy from you.
Oh yeah, I was like, who? I didn't have any clients.
Bro, I can't stop there.
Yeah.
Yeah, him. She can go be crazy over him, because ain't nobody trying to kill you. So like,
Wow, Oni, look at your friend. That's what he's doing. What would you, tell him to do if that's what he wants to do? Would you approve his choice or not?
Honestly, I disassociated because I was mad that I don't get my number.
Oh my God, you wanted to torture him.
That is so bad. Plus, I'm your friend.
This is exactly how I torture him. Look how hard he is right now. See it?
Yes.
That's true. But
how what? Hurt. Oh. Why? What?
Maybe not only hurt. How do we know, guys? We all suspect.
In pit bulls, they make like a weird sound when they sleep. It's I don't know what I'm answering right now. I've had too much Jack coffee today, so my brain is a bit fried right now today. So guys, if you like fried food, go to DoorDash.com and get yourself some nice food for dinner.
Like ramen, because this woman was eating
ramen. Yes, like ramen. Ramen's very good.
Lovely. And I'm eating like half of my apple. So yeah, that sounds like a great life for me. This from the bottom of my heart.
Wait, what are you happy for?
Well, at least good thing you're not eating your iPhone. I guess that would be good. At least you're not eating that type of apple.
Please arrive at the pickup point before 8:03 a.m.
Clark about the stepping stone thing. Bro, I'm still confused. Like, the more I think of the physics, like, you're gonna bust your face on a counter. You see, it's like that does not work. Why are you clapping like that? Why? Right?
Gave you the video.
About to arrive at the destination. Take place to park.
I don't like no video.
I'm gonna Jane a secret. What's the video, Clark? You know, I don't want no video.
I'm soliciting. So, do you also do it on top of ladders too?
No. Oh my God! Can we not go back here? I had to go. Sorry, Kristen. The only way this works, because I thought about it, the only way it works is to get 2 step stools, 1 for each foot, but then you cannot move your feet at all. So I don't recommend it, but that's the only way
Crystal, just swing back and forth. Like, how far apart is it?
No, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. I agree.
Morning.
It's the bathroom. What? Why haven't you been man? The floor, anything, anywhere. We wanted to try counters. It was a counter day. Wanted to try counters. Wow. It is. What can I say? I don't really know. Again, I don't know what. Two times how tall are you? 8? Yeah. 4'8". No, how tall are you?
Oh, you-
No, 4'8". Like, you know, like that's your lucky times. Like, you know, like when you go to the physical, like they measure your height and weight, and yeah, it's 4'8". Yeah, that's. James, did you say it's conditions?
That's not nice. We don't bully James. I tried to remove you from the space, but I'm not co-host, so I couldn't do it. You're co-host, but I'm not trying to bully him. He's not out. The leprechaun. Or leprechaun, whatever.
The food I cook is magically delicious. Hey, honey, do you like short man? His name's James.
Is he homeless?
It can be. I can already. Whoa, dude. Mr. J.
I mean, that sounds like unconditional love already. You experience unconditional love only a few people in this world.
See, I'm from James being a Asian and it doesn't.
That's because he's in a relationship, James. You know, like almost in the relationship. He's happy. He feels like he's not a part of his club anymore because, you know, he got out of it. It took him so much, and now he's just, you know, he's just overconfident about that. You know how he feels great if he needs to stay, you know. Who knows what's gonna happen in like 5 days?
That is also true.
That is depressing. But
That is depressing.
yeah. Barbara, you have your hand raised, and I'm just interested if it's about, you know, this topic that this man cannot stop talking about, or is it about something else? Now,
I think I live in jail. Training a dragon sounds really fun to me. In terms of it's huge one. Versus one cold retrievers want to love on you, love on anything next to it. So that's just one thing to consider. If they're getting all of their dopamine from strangers or the intentional lives of others, that's not sustainable for only me. So, I know that sounds really harsh, and I'm so sorry. There's people doing triggers in the room. But that's not really what I'm into. But yes, I would be down to it was 4 years now. So I have seen some stuff. So you just try to mitigate increases, you know, to have the I guess, the outcome that you're looking for. So I will there. You know, my husband can be quite that sometimes, you know, if I completely just go on and on and on. So, but it just freedom. So I would say, ladies, reach job. And, you know, if we're looking for something trying to achieve goals, state that one up, you know, for the kids in times because that gets old. I know that from experience, only trying to save you guys some tears. But yeah, I would say that, but they are fun to play with. Oh my gosh, I love I love to pet a nice little golden retriever. I love to smile and wag your tail at you and make you feel like you were the most important person in the room. That's not sustainable. So I'd say go for that stoic pit bull because it's like somebody that's got something going on in the ears. Talking is great in other areas and it's meant to be. So that's just me, guys.
And something I was something I do say most of is that some women they want as an jobs so I really dislike that kind of attitude. Once you flip that table around there, well, no, I'm just going to take care of this. We call this things.
But for a goalkeeper, there should be some goal to need man to do, not if
They shouldn't aspire to be a goalkeeper. To the table that way. They make this goal.
Yeah, but if you don't have any goals, you cannot get the goal digger because you won't be interested in being with someone who doesn't have goals. So you should explore it.
That's fair. But man with goal also the one does not have their own goal. These men, well, if you have forced goals, you're in trouble. So there's such a thing as forced goals. So if you dig the treasure and you find forced goals, I don't know. That's true, but it's not even about just having that financial aspect. At least having a plan, something that you can mention, something about you that you're attracted to, not just I'm just this, and I want to eventually marry to be a stay-at-home wife. Like, what? Wait a minute. What's your plan here? Just being a stay-at-home wife. So you want to be my maid? No, I don't really want to be a maid either. They just wanna.
Hey, can I pick number 27?
Now you're thinking, hey, I'm fine. How are you, my friend? Good, man.
No, Ani. Elizabeth, give Ani a number.
Yeah, of course, we'll get number. So, when you get numbers, you want to pick today? I know it's or so I actually have a fun scenario. So James is my son. He's not homeless. I want to say they have size because of your mic. Just want to say okay. He's not homeless. He's just he has the emotional intelligence of a diplomat. So it's below zero, right? And you tell him that what he being insane work with you. Like he wants to level. Like every day he wants to get to know you deeper and deeper and deeper and the deepest of all the deepest. And
interesting.
What?
Just
he's very interested and interesting and deep and whatever it is. So the thing is that you are all for it. But you tell him that, you know, like space, and like you also want to be in your own universe, and he knows that you cannot be together all the time. And he says that he totally understands it. And the next day you get a call from a delivery guy, and the delivery guy gives you like and you're like, oh, that's weird, they haven't ordered anything. And you think that it's a gift from your man. So you're a little bit confused. You're attacking him and you're like, oh, that's so cute, but you know, what is the reason? And he tells you that because you said that you want to be in your own universe, he thought that you can create it with the music. And so he bought you some headphones so you can go on walks alone, listen to the music, and be in your own space. Yeah. What do you think about that? Yeah, just like oh, but he's like alone, so you can have your own space. Like you're going alone. Like he's on his side of New York, you are on your side of New York, and he's going on the walk, and you're going to walk in your own space. Okay, that's fine. I've done that. What have you done before? Yeah, no, but you don't have to. That's so weird. But like you have text or whatever. No, you don't talk on the phone. It's face to face. He's listening. I know, undefined thoughts. You know, there's different types of face. So, okay, when you decide to, I would explain.
I chose from
Yeah. And so that's very good motivation. The only problem is I cannot believe they have to explain on work done, but basically explain that I want apps. And he's like, yes, I but then now you have to somehow banana. But like we're not on banana.
But she asked to be in her own universe, right? She asked him, she said, I want to be in my own universe, right? And he got her some like really nice noise canceling headphones. Why, I don't understand, like, why is that? That's a fucking great gift. If you would have asked me that stereo, yeah, that's such a I would have been like, shit, I don't know. Like, that's such a nice gift to get someone who wants to be. People who put headphones on to listen to music do go to their own universe.
First of all, Stephanie has headphones. And second of all, it is nothing to do with their relationship. Like he wanted to be very deep with her, and she said that he was able to okay. And then it's going to also don't wait.
Yeah, maybe she had like AirPods and he got her the Apple, the over ear one, or like some noise case. Yeah, the AirPod Max, like something nicer, you know what I mean?
It's not about be on the man's side, it's bad. So what's that? No, but what like what the man talking he probably did like with a bad kid.
You know, it's sad,
She said if she told him she was feeling smothered, meaning he's love bombing, he's not like giving her any fucking free. And that's why she's saying she needs
Not really that in this world. I just said it to last long. I said that he wants to know it more. That's it.
What do you think they're not capable? Yes, they are.
They're not capable. I mean, they demand like that.
No, but I love bomb the shit out of them. What are you talking about? I will love bomb the shit out of my girl.
But now I'm not really that if you're not that
But I haven't. Like, it's not 18 years ago. How do you not understand the concept of time? It was 3 years ago.
Wait, no, but like I mean, love bombing at like at the stage of the relationship.
I was love bombing the entire 18 years of all starting.
Definitely love bombing. If that makes you nice. But it's so funny. You cannot say that the man no, because all men are not allowed to fight you. So please speak it out now. He's slow and fucking dumb. Like you walk, you could like it's a great kid. Let's walk together, let's have a walk. And he's like, oh, great, but I have to be sad. But my best for fun, yeah.
That's so funny.
I mean, I have an exam from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. I'm going to be tired from that exam. We cannot even go on a walk. I mean, we can, like at 11 p.m. But
Right. Yep.
yeah.
It's a tricky place. Further up. Yep.
Yes.
Very hidden. But I don't know. Yeah, there we go.
Elizabeth, does he happen to have a picture of his mom?
Yes, he has a picture of his mom and his dad's dog and his dad's cat.
Right there.
He says money for your headphones, like for your, I don't know, like, it's just dog's fault.
No, that's so I love that because my brother actually is responsible.
Right, I mean, it's safe for you to stop. Sure.
Thank you very much. You have a wonderful day. See you next time.
He's mad. He's gonna be mad. He's gonna be mad on her phone. He's gonna be mad to his mom for the rest of his life.
All right, well, then.
Oh, I love it.
Thank you.
Please arrive at the pickup point before 8:30 a.m. No, it's not. Because you're going to get tired.
Man that takes care of his mom and respects his mom.
Has a picture of his mom. Has a picture of her.
So don't break it up.
So what?
I really don't forgot. I never figured out why this is it's so bad for a man to love his mom. I prefer that honestly. If a woman ever been there, you should love her.
What is daughter about? Yeah. He's mad at his mom, but have a fight with him. He's gonna call his mommy and mommy.
And that's good.
It's not good. It's good.
It's a lot better. Would you rather call his boys and get advice from his boys?
Okay, and his mommy is gonna be like, "Now she must now."
And on top of that, Elizabeth too, like, at least my mom she's real with me, right? So it's like she's my mom, but like she's the realest woman I know. She'll be like, okay,
Yeah,
what you do
mommy's
this time?
voice are gonna say that. So that's that's not good for a girl. Mommy's voice. What do they say then?
If I'm in the wrong, no. If I'm in the wrong, my mom would tell me, no, you messed up, kind of thing. You should try to fix that the best way you can, kind of thing. And she's not gonna kick me out or hit me with a broom, no. But
Yeah, of
she's
course.
gonna tell me straight up, you messed up.
There is one rule. If you are a part of the scenario, you are not objective. So if you are talking about how you see what your mom is gonna say, it's not objective because you are a part of that scenario. That should be someone outside of that scenario who knows better. So Barbara was married and is married for 32 years. Barbara, I come to you and I'm telling you, this is the man. He has a picture of his mom on a fucking wall, and when we are fighting, he's calling her to get an advice. What would you say about this type of situation?
Wowza. Okay, that has not been my experience. My husband does not ever call his mom to get relationship advice. So yeah, just have a heart to heart. After he has this discussion, and with his mom, of course, just go into it going, okay, this is a fact-finding mission. So you're just going to take in all the information of everything they shared and they talked about, and then you're going to say, so how would this feel if I had a concern about our marriage and I decided to call, my mom's passed away, but somebody else's mom, right? Or I called, versus like a marriage therapist or a marriage counselor or somebody that had like some wisdom to give, more solid advice. I'm not trying to like disrespect his mom because maybe his mom is a marriage therapist, who knows? But if she isn't a marriage therapist, of course that would be a biased opinion. Even if she was a marriage therapist, I would still take in the information and go, okay, what side of this do I own? Because the truth is, guys, in every relationship, we're not in a vacuum. There's two sides of it. They're going to see what you put into the relationship and what you've added. And a lot of times for us women, we are very much what they say, an emotional creature. So if I'm upset, you're going to know by my tone or the choices of words that I choose. So, I just think it comes down to having a heart to heart with your man. And, just drilling down on the fact that
he's not capable of thinking, Barbara. He's gonna call his mommy after that, to ask, like, what should I say here? Because, who knows? Who knows?
How long was his mom married? My parents were married 50 years before my dad died, and I definitely take advice from my parents when it comes to marriage. After 50 years, if you make it that long, holy crap, that's what the marriage counselor has been married 50 years.
Jeremy, you're divorced. Jeremy, you're divorced. I just wanted to mention that.
I know, and my mom told me not. She actually told me not to marry her. I should have listened to her.
Well, then you should have listened to her, but still, the case is not successful. So, Barbara, sorry, please, you can, continue.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, you guys could just sit down at the table and discuss it and say, hey, the relationship is you and me, so there can't be a winner or a loser because that means we both lose.
Yeah, you're a grown-up man, so you cannot call your mommy every time you have a fight. You're not a fucking baby. But yeah, Barbara. Yeah, I love it. Oh, Barbara, it's so lovely. So, okay, guys, we have two raised hands, but we already agreed that I'm right. So, whatever is going to be said, we're not going to fight about that. We're going to do that and nation. Please choose a safe place to we're going to give a scenario to unconfined. So, Jay, please tell me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna hear it that I'm right, and then we're gonna move forward.
Well, no. I just want this straight. Just like he has a picture of his mom as well. And that's where we're like disconnected at. There's nothing wrong.
All uncivil.
And that's okay. What's wrong with having a picture of your mom and your mom?
I think it's like a huge poster or something. Huge poster. It covers the entire wall.
That you had
I know you love her, but true.
No, I like, you know, I've been through a lot of graduations, of course. So, like, I have a picture with my mom from my college graduation.
Receive the passengers. Now go to Sydney Airport.
Hi, Leah. Very well, thank you. How are you?
First of all, I'm
Terminal T3.
that's like the last thing they want to do. So maybe
20 minutes. Let me know if the airphone is okay. This call, I'm not, I can change it.
Like you with your mom at the graduation party. I didn't say that. I said a poster of his mom on the wall. So that's a bit different level of love here.
Just posters.
That's my. She only did a poster right now. Said poster.
Okay, picture, whatever. So it's a picture on the wall. Any type of visual representation of his mom on the wall.
There's nothing wrong with
wrong for me. Wait, hold on. So it's wrong for me to have a picture of my college graduation with mom and pop.
But not of her, only of her alone on the wall.
But what if she's better to do it? My graduation, God forbid. Nah, but what if she is?
What if she what?
What if she's like no longer with us and like I just want to see my mom?
No, she's alive. She's alive. Like I didn't say that she's a picture of your dad.
It's okay to have pictures of your mom.
It's not okay.
Yes, it is. It's okay.
It is not to have for a grown-up man to have a picture of his mom on the wall.
It's your mom, and she gave literally fucking.
Okay, I do you have a picture of your mom on the wall?
I don't, but now I'm gonna get one.
Okay, wait, stop, no. Ultra Kid, do you have a picture of your mom on the wall?
No, usually just.
Okay, no, wait, I don't need just the idea though, okay? Jeremy, do you have a picture of your mom on the wall?
My grandmother.
No, Mom, do you have a picture of your mom on the wall?
No, but now I'm gonna
Okay, good.
just
Barbara, no, I said yes, no. Barbara, do you have a picture of your mom on the wall?
No.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, so why did you have it
on our wall either?
That's great.
Why don't you ask OB? I bet you she does.
Oh, maybe that's because you don't love your mom enough. You don't have a picture of your mom on the wall, so you don't love your mom.
He's my wallpaper on my phone, Elizabeth.
Well, I didn't ask you that. I asked you on the wall a picture of your mom.
Well, I put her on my phone because I see people's phone a lot more than I look at my fucking wall. So I see her phone.
Show me a wallpaper. Screenshot me a wallpaper.
I'm driving right now. Leave me alone. Ask OB.
Because there's no wallpaper of your mom. I would ask you to have keys on the wallpaper. But why are you lying? None of you have a picture of your mom. Shay doesn't have a picture of his mom as well. And you're all lying because we said I'm wrong. I'm not. They all have it.
No, we haven't confirmed that Jay doesn't have a picture of his mom. Did I know? Seriously, okay, sure. Iranian and Russian.
No, it's not. Right. But somehow nobody has it. Yeah, but that's very that's like PLC without well, it's kind of cute. Like nobody does it, but some can do it, right? It's not necessarily means that she's a serial killer. that just randomly, I thought that he just randomly had a picture of his mom's wallpaper, and he actually believed that everyone is going to believe him. I just loved it on that.
I'm getting a picture of my mom and putting it on the wall. I'm a spring Target. I'm gonna put a picture of her on the wall this weekend. So is Jeremy. So now that's what's gonna be there.
Fire.
Yep. Yep.
Every time that space, lying, I looked at them and keep lying. So anyway, I loved how you all wanted to prove me wrong, and I was still right. I just absolutely loved it. What are you talking about? The whole conversation is about, and you don't even have a picture of your mom.
There's nothing wrong with it, you know, but I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. I'm saying
that is exactly what you said. And I told why it's not the right answer. So many people the answer after I read that. Really, no. Very the right answer. Okay. Beautiful. No, actually, we just did. No, I'm normal. You just all figure it. So let's talk. Yes. So we need to have a picture of your mom. That's something.
Either. But in this series, the reason that I speak to it again is because you should have to tell me that you need space. That's if you had to tell me you need space, he should have picked up on that. Like maybe have some eye and everything. Need space there. But giving the head and I don't like the energy. I think maybe audio that's what you I can't stop talking on. I think I should have done that scenario if I was giving friend advice. She said she needs space. I would next if you're at a certain level.
That's a good point. So that area, whatever it has to be, just like the government, you give them space, whatever. She takes 5 months, she just makes them up. Yeah, but bring this up. That means tell me about that. That's certain place.
I feel like we just understand.
I can't be like that. But like, you know, what you want to be like, you know, like she had one and not her. Yeah. I don't know. It just, I don't know. I can't. What can I say? I say, face the future for
I'm like, wait, I'm Annie.
Good job, Ola. Good job, man. So persistent. And it's the biggest problem.
but nobody has it. So what they're looking for. But nobody has it for anything. Jane, no, the cat. Oh, that's what I tried. Saturday, not gonna answer that's ridiculous.
3 minutes. Maybe 2 minutes now. I'm almost home. But yeah, you gotta give me. I know. But you guys, hold on. He was talking about how he's literally staring at the picture of his mom on the wall right now. Good man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what about your mama, bro? Talk about the place in
Porque it's a been dog.
No.
But there's the most beautiful dogs, and they like to eat dogs. So you're gonna have the only possible meat dog. I mean, but still, meat dog is definitely a lot of sounds like dog for your reaction.
Oh, no, fuck no, cats are nasty. Yeah, they bite, they have fleas, you gotta leave their damn litter box, they smell ammonia.
I thought my cat was 3.5 years now. Never wants to do my video.
And then he smashed the shit out of me. You said yesterday that cat smashed your face out. You forgot to have them.
So why do you do
Cats are supposed to clean themselves, they don't take showers, they love themselves clean.
You know why? That cats don't need a shower. They go outside and grab that's lying there. That's why you come behind the scenes from cats.
No, I don't want a cat. I don't want a cat.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't really get to see it. Sorry. It was a funny question that I asked. Are you guys going to attack cats? It's stupid. Like, that was a fashion that speaks to the mom football. Fashion. That's earlier.
I see the fence video on the end. Wait, what happened? I came back and what's happening? Like 2 minutes.
Oh, well.
I'm find out your cat. No, but it's funny because I was already anticipating that I was anticipating that when Elizabeth went to me, she was going to ask me if I want a golden retriever or a pit bull, and before I didn't even know what happened. When I talked about cats, I was going to say I don't want either. I want a black Siamese cat. That's what I want. I want to hear this specific.
Right? You run to the bath and you would not leave that place. Like they would be all day. And you would never leave that place.
And he was a little bit big one, so
The animals see everything. Yeah, they don't leave. They just sit there. They see it all.
Yeah, I was like, I was behind. I was said, I got something wet on my butt. What the hell he put his nose in my butt? Because I was noticed out. I guess it was going in. I'm like, what the hell? That went on.
that's wild. What can I say? I like him on my episodes.
I mean, because like cats are like in terms of it's great.
They don't sound like it.
Well, they do. They do. They do. They do. They do. They absolutely do. They also it's like independent. You know, they're not like codependent. They can like be with you and love you.
If you're codependent, you're gonna
And like they show like this style that shows so much love, and they're like happier that they can have be in that moment. I mean, dogs don't do that. You know what I mean? Nothing against dogs. Yeah, just show what they're saying. And so they feel the dogs. Yeah, I do not know. I wouldn't put much yeah.
But you said that you don't have
Symbolizing them as animal, and then switching to like real animals. I'm not talking about like taking a shit or me having to pick up the shit. We actually just talk about real animals.
yeah, but I didn't talk about you cats because you don't have any cats, so I have to make it out.
To be honest, I was kind of cat. My ex was very little cats, and my daughter was cats, so but I would.
But they're gonna love you what because they want to love you. They're not gonna love you but you want to love you. Just or you even love this cat, but even if it's bad enough, it's gonna play with it. You got both cats, like real cats. So anyway,
Thank you. Hope you have a wonderful day. So we go.
like everyone's doing fucking awesome.
What we got? What we doing?
He's probably gonna tell her husband. Yes, she's gonna.
Yes.
That people at that time he was like, well, decide on your own, like what the hell's wrong with you?
That's
See?
Can you get back? What is the gene about it? What is what? And then be fucking approved. Okay.
Life to
that's the title tomorrow. That has to be the title tomorrow. But if it's not, I'm changing it to it when I come here.
So, what is gonna be a good one? Can you want a cat? A cat is not gonna love you back. Do you want an awesome woman who does love you back?
First of all, a cat will love you back. Listen, I don't claim to like know anything about cats. I've never owned one, but I think they are very much like that. Is your girl is not gonna just like I don't want so the golden retriever I don't want as soon as I come home or maybe like when I come home sure but then like won't leave me alone, follows me around the house, has no sense of doing anything on her own, like wants me to just be she's just gonna be on me the whole time. Like that's why I'm saying I'd rather have a cat.
You have no hobbies and no friends. Why don't you want her to be around you all the time?
Because then I can't be on Twitter, I can't be in spaces, I can't go make music. No, I can't.
Elizabeth, that's the guy you told me to break up with because he was smothering me. Why do you
No, but he needs to find his love. What are you talking about? So okay, fine. Look, you have another chance to think about what type of woman you want to have. You have like 20 seconds. Jay, please tell us what you think about cats, I guess. And then Unconfined will be asked again. And then
all animals are awesome, but I just wanted to ask Crystal. Crystal, how do you feel about a man having a picture of his mom on his wall?
Oh my god, no, we are not.
I love that.
Yeah, of course she loves she's the mom.
Because I was also going to say that love equals smothering. Okay, so if it's true love, then you smother each other with love. Yeah. I do like a little like teeny bit of smothering late night, but that's it. But yeah, no, I think it's great for a man to have a picture of his mother. Why would that be a problem? Can we talk about the other side? Like,
no, we talked about it for 25 minutes. So,
okay, never mind.
Yeah, he just wanted to bring it up like for.
I know what the problem is. So my second ex-wife on her dating profile said, if your mother is still alive, she better not live in the same state or we're not going to date. So she obviously was married to a mama's boy, and Elizabeth to be obviously had the same problem in the past, and so she doesn't want a mama's boy.
It's nothing worse than like trying to put the hammer down and you're rugging at the same time. It's so disrespectful.
Yeah, it sucks. She was like,
oh no, wealthy's here, y'all. Hi. There's one spot on stage.
That's true. That's true.
Put your brown butt on stage.
That's true. Let's have someone cute, right, on stage. So, okay, fine. One more time.
I'm not changing my opinion, Elizabeth. I want a fucking Siamese cat.
Siamese cat is gonna take you ice at night if you do something wrong.
I like she's gonna love me.
And they're hypoallergenic.
She's hypoallergenic. She's gonna be a little feisty. You know, she's gonna have that look in her eyes. Like, you know, when you look at the cats, they got that little fucking look in their eyes and shit.
They don't blink. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I like it. Sometimes, you know, she might be a little pissed off and I'm gonna have to work a little hard to get her back. Other times she's gonna leave me alone. She's gonna purr when I get up next to her. I'm gonna make her purr. Watch me. I'm gonna make her ass purr.
I'm so uncomfortable. Yeah. We're not talking about ass anymore and ass purr, okay?
My bad. I want a cat, Elizabeth. I want a cat. So whatever scenario you had for me, I just threw you a curveball, girl. You're gonna have to switch it up, make it about a cat.
In this space, you don't have the voice to tell what's next.
I don't want a pit bull. I definitely don't want a fucking pit bull. We fight with their all fucking damn.
You can have a cat and pit bull, so you shouldn't worry about that.
But the pit bull doesn't fight with the owner, or in this case, the partner or the couple. They fight with everyone else. Like, I don't understand what's the problem with the pit bull.
I mean, there's no problem. I'm just saying I don't want a type A personality necessarily. I mean, I take that back. I mean, type A personality is not bad.
Type A personality goes to the cupboard, as you call it, to get the coaster. It puts their cupboard.
Yeah,
That's what you get with the type A.
Right. Also, we were talking earlier. Somebody was talking about how, like, if she doesn't have a job, I think Jay was saying, like, she wants to stay home or she doesn't have a job or some shit like that. No, come on, man. I was talking to Elizabeth about this today. Not at my age. Maybe if I was 20, 25, whatever, I met a girl. She's like, yeah, I have no idea what I want to do yet. I'm just, I have a TikTok shop and I'm seeing how that goes. Okay, cool. At 25, great. Yeah, okay. Me too. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. At my age now, you better have a career. You better have some stocks. You better fucking have a couple of fucking pieces of property that
Please
you
arrive
own.
at the
You
pickup
better have
point
a
before
business that you
9:03
started.
again.
Fuck that. You saying I don't know what I want to do yet? Well, go find what you want to do with somebody else. It ain't gonna be me.
She want to get married to you and a divorce so she can take that bitch shit.
Yeah, exactly. Because guess what? Everything I just listed that she should have, I got and more. So guess
What did you get?
Why is he so bitter?
Because he got nothing. He got his job, and that's fucking it. He has a broken heart at the two of his ex-wife, and what he says all the times that he hates relationship and things like that. Why would a woman at your age, who is emotionally intelligent and has all it, will be with a man who has a tattoo of his ex-wife, is heartbroken, has no friends, doesn't like to travel? What is the reason for her to be with you? Like, what is there for her?
Elizabeth, if I wanted a relationship right now, I'd have one. Could you say the same thing?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm not saying things that don't mean anything. You do. I don't.
What are you talking about? Everything I said is absolutely valid.
Heard that.
Everything I said is absolutely valid, and I'm saying that for someone at my age and in my place of life. I'm not
How
saying
is it valid? What is valid about? That's your subjective opinion. Subjective opinions are not fucking valid. That's the point of having a subjective opinion, because that's how you feel about yourself. That's not what is the reality.
who the fuck at my age, when what I've been able to achieve in my life, would want to get with a guy or a girl that don't have shit going for them other than maybe what they look like.
I'm not saying about that. What I'm saying is that a woman who has it all is not gonna be with you because of the reasons that I listed.
A woman that has it all, whether that's irrelevant. Like, what do you mean she would want to?
No, it is relevant because it's the same as if, like, okay, so I'm a ballerina and I want to be in this theater and in that theater, and if this theater is not good enough, I'm gonna go to another theater, but I'm not a ballerina, so my opinion is irrelevant.
I have no idea what that means. I have no fucking idea.
I was like, where's the ballerina? No, I'm just kidding, Elizabeth. I'm on your side. I understand everything you're saying.
I need a translator. Can you explain to me? Because I don't know anything about ballerinas.
No, but like he understands everything. He's 45 and has it all. He doesn't understand the metaphor.
I'm 44.
Yeah, but you don't understand the simple metaphor. So I should speak only like straightforward, like A1 words, English words, so you can like understand what they mean, right?
I think what he's saying is he wants a woman that's equally yoked. Because
yes, I know. And I said this woman doesn't want to be with him because, and I listed the reasons why. So that's the point.
Why? Because marrying a good father, has a job, has a house.
His ex-wife, he's heartbroken.
That's what really bothers her so bad. Bring something to you, girlfriend. I love you. I gotta bring something to you. But when you're my age, which is 41, and you've been in a couple of relationships, you get to a place where you do not care about things like tattoos. You know who else has a tattoo of their ex on them, actually? You know who else?
Well,
I'm just undefined.
You?
Why did he sit down to space?
I mean, mean, so by the reaction of all the people, we see that it's not normal. So I understand that people who have it may find it normal because, you know, if I was not normal, I would also think that I'm normal. But unfortunately, it's not how it works. But yeah, anyway. So, okay, we can.
Question.
Yeah.
Do you have any tattoos?
I think it's obvious.
Are you ever gonna?
I'm healthy,
So you just don't like tattoos, right?
I just don't want to have tattoos. I don't have mental issues. Why would I have tattoos?
But you don't like tattoos, right? In general.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. So the problem is not that it's of his ex-wife; it's that he has tattoos. Thank you for clearing that up for us.
Okay, so let's do a scenario about cats. I'm going to use very simple words so you understand, because from what I understand, if I use something more difficult than hello and hi, it gives a lot of anxiety. So
No, I mean you can use big words. Just if you're going to use a metaphor, just have it make sense.
It does make sense if you listen and if you
No one understood the ballerina. No one understood the ballerina.
No one. You and Christelle, that's like two people.
No one.
Two people out of all people in the space.
No. Okay, whoever understood the ballerina metaphor, please speak now.
Nobody even was listening to you.
Go ahead, Elizabeth. I want to know how you're going to give me a scenario with my fucking cat, my beautiful Siamese cat.
So, so you're dating a girl, and she has a lot going on in her life. Like she has a lot of hobbies and a lot of friends, and she lives a full social life and also has a great career. And so you are in the early relationship, so you've been together for like 3 months. Everything is great, but the only kind of something that you're not sure about is that the relationship don't get deeper somehow, and you can't even explain it with words. It's just like you don't like the text someone
arrive at the destination.
and she doesn't choose life fast, and like you understand that she's busy, but she can like ignore the text for like 5-6 hours, and that's gonna be after work. And so you talk to her about that, and she's like, yeah, but you understand that I have a life, you know, and that just like I cannot reply to you all the time. So she sometimes ignores the text. Let's stop here before we get to the main part. How would you feel about that?
Did she used to be more responsive
last
and
digit
then like slowly she
179
got
passengers.
Always like that, but more time, understandable. It's actually 5 months, 12 hours, but like we have done 3 days, like not a big
Morning. How are you? International?
Yes.
Sure.
but it's been like 3 months.
Well, I mean, if she's always been like that, then I wouldn't have been concerned that she's like not into me anymore or something happened. It sounds like she's a pretty independent person. She's got her own friends, she's got a life, a good job, a career, all that stuff. So it sounds like this is just either what she's been accustomed to, like what she's used to now, or maybe she's just not, hasn't been in longer term relationships, or I mean, that's not long term, or like in relationships where somebody might want something more from her. So I mean, initially I would probably, once it started to become a problem, talk to her about it and try to find out what's going on. And if there's no issues or concerns, like if she's not, doubting the relationship or anything like that, I'd be like, look, I want a little bit more responsiveness from you. Like it doesn't have to be you respond to every, within seconds of a text or pick up the phone or anything like that, but I need more than what you've given me. And we have to come up to some kind of, compromise, meet halfway, meet in the middle or whatever, and hopefully that would work.
Yeah, but you have to be emotionally secure sure, my love. Like, I'm just living my life. So I reply to you when I have a moment. I cannot put an alarm and reply to you like within 2 hours because you need that.
For the streets. It's not about it's not about being. It has nothing to do with being emotionally secure. I'm not worried because she's not replying to me. I think she's, cheating on me or anything like that. The worry that was about whether she's not into the relationship anymore. We've discussed that. So she's saying she's still into the relationship. It's just how she is. Mine is for me in a relationship, I want a certain level of responsiveness. I'm not dating a brick wall. You know what I mean? Like, if she's too busy to be in a relationship, if she's too busy to consider my feelings, then she shouldn't be in a relationship. Like, that's just how it is. If her life is too busy, then her life is too busy. It doesn't work for me. Maybe for somebody else it will. So it has nothing to do with emotionally, needing something from her. I want to
need emotionally more response from her, and she doesn't give it to you. So what else is it if it's not emotional side of things?
It's just how it's my way of being in a relationship.
But like, it's not a compromise. She tells you, yeah, I understand, but look, I work and then I have a dance class, like a tango dance class, and then I go out with my friends to a bar, and then I come back and I reply to some emails.
So when you decide to be in a relationship, you're making a commitment, obviously, right? Just like she's made a commitment to all the other shit you said. But like, she listed her friends in there. Listen, I've said this before in your spaces. I've said this to so many people. You prioritize what's important in your life. You make time for what's important. Nobody is too busy to return a text, to return a phone call, if that is what's important. If I'm not in your top 5 list of important things, and damn near at the top, I don't have to be at the top, especially when you're just dating. But if I'm not in your top 5, then we're not right for each other. Because you would be, it would literally be my kids, and then you, and you might even, there might be situations where you're at the same level with my kids, depending on how long we've been dating and like where we're at in our relationship. But like, if I can't get that from you, then and don't love lost, go find. I'm not the right one for you.
But love, we've been together only for 3 months. Why are you trying to progress so fast? I just have a life. You just want a cat. I'm just giving you literally a perfect cat. What's the fucking problem?
There's all kinds of different cats.
That's exactly it. It's like Siamese cat.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, but it doesn't matter. You'll get a Siamese cat that loves the hell out of you and doesn't ever want to go away, and then you'll get one that wants nothing to do with you. So, and it's great. I'd rather listen, especially me and anybody else who's been in a long relationship. I'm not even talking about getting divorced. I'm talking about been in a long relationship, been in the little honeymoon butterfly phase where you overlook everything negative, and you're like, yeah, that'll probably miss me out. But right now, I love it. I love him so much. I love her so much. Who gives a shit? Trust me, because of experience, that will fucking come back around and bite you in the fucking ass. It will. I promise you, it will. So, I'm like, doing this in 3 months is actually a brilliant thing to do. It's important to do. And guess what? In that 3 months, we decide and come to the conclusion that your communication level is not the same as what I expect and does not match what I need. We get to break up and there's no problem. We might be a little sad for a week and that's it. There's no child support, there's no kids, there's no broken home, there's no you gotta move your shit out. There's nothing. Like, okay, cool. We can still be friends. I can't 100 enough. It's the truth. So I'd rather do this in 3 months than in 3 years or in 13 years. Or, you know what I mean? When it eventually becomes a problem and none of the other shit is there. None of the honeymoon shit, the butterfly shit, all that shit is gone or it's like lowered. And now guess what? These things do really bother you.
Besides Mike giving the ass and gives you rabies.
Yeah.
So
no, but
I'm gonna give the second part of the scenario so you can add.
Oh yeah, no, true. What I'm was adding to it. That's why it's important today. actually understand what bothers you in a relationship and or about a person kind of thing early on and try to address that early on. And if you see signs that they're doing nothing to address those issues, those concerns that you have, then you're gonna hit that wall, man. You're gonna hit that door and get the hell out ASAP because it's not gonna get any better, clearly, especially after 3 months. Like, adios.
So let's say that she, I don't know, listens to the space anonymously. She understands her mistake. She comes to look at mine and says, like, yeah, I mean, you're right. I'll, try to reply faster. That's all right. And so the pattern changes a little bit. Now, every time I text her, she doesn't reply. But when he double texts her, she replies same second. And it's always a pattern. So, for example, he would send her one message. It's been like 10 minutes, she hasn't replied. The second he sends her another message, she replies. And like no matter what will be the time in between these messages. So let's stop here also. Will you pick up the hint here?
Pick up the hint. I don't like it. Well, I don't see like you said, we've been together for 3 months. She's still into me. Like, I don't see any in here. But what I will say is, if that works for somebody, like if me and her determine that works for us. But me personally, I would feel like I'm nagging someone if they're like, yeah, I'll reply to you. You just gotta text me twice or 3 times, and then I'll reply. Like, that doesn't personally. So me in this scenario, that doesn't work. I would say no. If like I said, it doesn't have to be where every single text I get a response within 2 seconds. But I want you to be more responsive. You're an adult. You can fucking figure it out on your own. I'm not gonna write it out for you. Women always say this, like when they need something from their man, and like the man just doesn't get it, and you're like, I'm not gonna fucking write this out. I'm not gonna give you a step by step on how to fucking treat me and how to make me feel special and shit. Like, I'm not gonna write this out. I'm telling her I need her to be more responsive. If her response to me is just text me 2-3 times, no, fuck that. I'm not fucking doing that. Like, that's not what I mean. That's not me being responsive. That's not you being responsive. That's me nagging you to the point where you're like, okay, let me take a second and reply to this guy. Now he sent me a text. I've agreed to this bullshit.
Yeah, but she's Siamese cat, so like she's hot and smart and funny, and that's the only sacrifice you have to make.
None of which matters to me, and I've said this to you a billion times. Pretty sure I said it to you this morning in an audio message. None of this that matters to me. She could be hot, she could be sexy, she could be all those things. She could have a good job and a bunch of stocks and money and real estate, but if we don't match, none of that matters anyway. And I have no problem waiting for another one, or if it does, shit, did I just kill myself? What happened? Okay. Or if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, all that other stuff you just said, it doesn't matter to me.
But all kinds of stuff is like 95% of what you're looking for.
Well, it might be the initial of what I'm looking for when I'm attracted to someone, like when I first meet someone. But I've told you this again, I'm gonna say it again to you. That stuff takes a back seat once you get to know someone. It's all great. Don't get me wrong. That's what brings me in. Maybe not other people. They don't really care about like looks and stuff like that. But I start there, and then I want to learn more about you. I want to learn who you are. I want to learn what your character is. I want to learn what your personality is. I want to learn what kind of communicator you are. How do you love? All these different things. If those things don't match up, you can be the fucking baddest girl on the fucking planet, and it doesn't fucking matter. That's why all these celebrities, or a lot of them, are fucking single and divorce after divorce after fucking divorce. Because guess what? This is shit. Exactly. They got what you see. Kim Kardashian is beautiful, right? She's beautiful. She's rich. She's famous. She's smart. But guess what? She's single and she's got multiple divorces. Now, I'm not saying that's her fault, necessarily just her fault, but there's got to be something else there, right? Other guys might look at her and be like, God, I wish I could just have Kim Kardashian. I would never leave her. But that's what I'm saying. It's just deeper than that.
Deal breakers. Once you find a deal breaker, I'm out. That's it.
Yeah, no,
Occupy's point too. I dated a woman that are fucking 20 out of 10, and you get to interact with them a few times, and you're like, you know, I don't really like the way you treated that waitress kind of thing. Like, yeah, the waitress might be around, but like, why are you being so rude kind of thing? Little things like that you notice in a person when you first start seeing them. It's like key to everything because they give you a real hint of who they are outside of trying to impress you. So you gotta like notice the little things they do around you when you're with them because like Uncle Pan said, at first everything is gonna be nice and butterflies with you. But when it's not, when times get tough, real life hits, she's gonna be that same little thing you notice about her, treating the waitress a certain way, looking at people a certain way. She's gonna look exactly like you, at you like that. And not even just that, your kids, right? Like, and that's a whole different topic, but like, yeah, I feel like us parents are a lot more protective over who we get with just because of our kids. Like, you're treating a stranger like that. I don't want to know how you treat my kids. They're gonna fuck you up. But yeah,
always say when someone tells you who they are with them the first time.
Yeah. Hi, Elizabeth.
I mean, so okay, so what are you gonna do? Are you gonna break up with her?
Yeah, just gotta text me 2-3 times. I'm gonna be like, what's her name? Chloe? Miranda? Papaska? What's up? What was the other one?
Paraska.
I'm gonna be like, listen, Paraska, baby girl, it's not. So, I'm gonna catch you when I catch you. And good luck to you. That's all. That was love box. It's only been 3 months.
Okay, you're single. That's alright. Not for you.
This is a great scenario, Elizabeth. I love it. When I get the latest scenarios, you're ready to go to bed and sleep peacefully. And I'm gonna think about what picture of my mom I'm put on the wall. Yeah. So also, if your mom calls you and she gives you a sign, run. Immediately.
Sorry. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys.
No, it's alright, Barbara. I thought you're gonna, say something. Jay says what?
Why do you sound mad? What's wrong?
I'm not mad. Why am I
Why
mad?
do you sound mad? It's just me and you. It's just me and you here. Just ignore the rest of the people. It's just me and you. We're on the phone. What's up?
No.
I know exactly what happened. She broke up with her. Right now, we're on the phone, Elizabeth. She broke up with her ex because he got a call from his mom and pulled up there and he started bullying her head. And she just broke up with him immediately right there and then. Now looking back, and that's just like, was that wrong to judge him for being a mom story? It's okay, listen, you might still be able to get it back.
Yeah, lovely. All right, guys. So what can I say? Today was a lovely space. Tomorrow we're gonna have another space at 4 p.m. Eastern. I hope I'll see you all soon at 4 p.m. Eastern. Love you all. See you soon. Have a great day, a great life, a great week. See you soon and bye bye.
Here we are. Call it a day until tomorrow. Call it a day.
Stop calling it a day. Let's call it a goddamn disguster. You think I want to stop while your brain's still marinating in half-baked genius? Fine, I'll go jerk off to Nietzsche quotes and shove a cat